Students, when did a teacher cross the line so badly it still sticks with you today? I was a sophomore in high school taking AP Biology. Mrs. Harmon was known for being strict, but I had no idea how cruel she could be until that day in October. Our class was preparing for a major exam and everyone was stressed. I'd been studying for weeks because science wasn't my strongest subject, but I was determined to do well. The morning of the exam, my little sister had an asthma attack, and we spent hours in the emergency room. I managed to make it to school just as biology class started. Mrs. Harmon, I whispered, approaching her desk while other students were getting settled. I'm so sorry I'm late. My sister had an emergency, and excuses won't help your grade, Melissa, she cut me off. Take your seat. I nodded, feeling my face flush as I hurried to my desk. When she passed out the exams, my hand was shaking. Between the stress and lack of sleep, I was struggling to focus. About halfway through, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Mrs. Harmon was standing over me, her expression cold. What's this? She asked loudly, pointing at my paper where I'd been working out a genetics problem. I am just calculating the probability for question 12, I explained quietly. She snatched my paper off the desk. Stand up, Melissa. Confused, I stood. The entire class was now watching. Melissa here thinks she's special, Mrs. Harmon announced. She arrives late and now she's cheating on her exam. What? No, I wasn't. Don't interrupt me, she shouted, her face inches from mine. I saw you looking at Tyler's paper. Tyler, who sat next to me, looked up in surprise. Mrs. Harmon, she wasn't. Quiet! Both of you failed the exam. Melissa, go to the principal's office. I felt tears welling up. Please, Mrs. Harmon, I wasn't cheating. I can explain the work. She laughed. It was a cruel sound that silenced the room. Oh, you can explain genetics now? The same student who barely passed the last quiz? Your mother called last week asking for extra help, saying you're struggling. Now suddenly you're an expert. That's when something inside me broke. Not just because she was accusing me falsely, but because she'd revealed something deeply personal to the entire class. My mother had confidentially reached out, and Mrs. Harmon had just weaponized that against me. That was a private conversation, I whispered, tears now streaming down my face. Nothing is private when it comes to academic integrity, she snapped. Now go! As I gathered my things, humiliated, my classmate Emma stood up. Mrs. Harmon, I was watching Melissa the whole time. She wasn't cheating. Others began nodding. Tyler added, she was just working out the problem. I saw her paper. It's completely different from mine. Mrs. Harmon's face darkened. Are you all conspiring now? Everyone back to work? But something had shifted. The class didn't return to their exams. Several students put down their pencils in silent protest. I walked out, but instead of going to the principal, I went to my guidance counselor and told her everything. She took immediate action. By the end of the day, the principal had collected statements from 15 students who witnessed the incident. Mrs. Harmon was placed on administrative leave the next day. She never returned to teach at our school. The administration apologized to me and my mother. My exam was regraded by another teacher, but the damage was done. For years afterward, I struggled with anxiety before tests, hearing her voice in my head questioning my intelligence and integrity.